Good evening. This is episode 11 of Spotlight on Strategy Series Breakthrough Tactics to Thrive in Business and Life. And tonight we're talking about performance excellence. I am your host tonight, Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the success strategist and the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, bringing you a consulting career of 30 plus years across multiple areas and multiple industries. Tonight, again, our topic is performance excellence, and you see before you on the left all of the elements contained within the Baldrige criteria. We're going to use that tonight to really speak to performance excellence and how you can use to instill excellence across your entire firm. We're going to be talking about it through the lens of value and sustainability. When we think about performance excellence, what we're really trying to do is steep every layer and level in the organization in excellence elements and approaches so that we all together can co-create, collaborate, communicate, and help achieve the higher level outcomes and results that we are strategically forecasting for our organizations. Performance excellence is a framework that helps us bring greater value and greater sustainability to our enterprises. You see on the left the merits that such a program brings and enables your organization to become more focused, because all of the elements within the organization are laser focused on achieving the outcomes and the results, because you've co-created, you've created buy-in, you've collaborated to better understand the current state, design the future state, and the bridges that will help you get there. It's quality orientated, which means everything we do, a people, a process, a technology, the overall framework revolves around heightening quality to our clients, customers, and internally. It's a systems perspective. You note on the elements on the left that it's holistic. It's a people, process, and technology related approach to ensuring excellence. And the Baldrige criteria and the framework that it offers, as well as what we'll learn later, are assessments and how we approach bridging between current state to future state, is holistic. It is focused on continuously improving and continuously innovative. And when you read the Baldrige criteria, which I invite you to do, you can Google NIST Baldrige Performance Excellence. You can find many free resources for you, talking about how you as leaders can advance, how you as organizations can advance, and how you can measure your current state and your future state and design your future state so that you can create excellence throughout. It's very quantitative, although there is qualitative components too. So for researchers, for data scientists, for executive leaders who love data and having their decisions be data driven, I think you'll find the methodology and framework extremely interesting and useful to how you traditionally, or maybe just recently, like to do business. It's innovative, and it looks to optimizing across people, process, and technology. On the sustainability side, I want to note and bring to life, as you see in the elements on the left, that it's values-based. The entire system is based on your organization's values, your organizational concepts. The framework is going to drive home elements and concepts that you may wish to consider as you mature and advance your enterprise. And it will provide a phenomenal resource to help you think about where you're at, where you're going, and what you might need from a baseline culture and values perspective in order to drive the change that you're looking at. It makes progress. It makes the elements very transparent. It makes the progress very transparent. And again, it's about co-creating and collaboration. It's very governance oriented, i.e., that good governance is instilled along all of the practice areas, as is taking action. We don't measure, assess, come up with a baseline to put it on the shelf. We do that because we need to understand where our current baseline is at, where we're headed, and what steps we need to prioritize first along our journey towards maturation and excellence. It is about the creation of high-performing teams, high-performing organizations. It's very results-oriented, it's agile, and it enables organizations to become highly resilient. Please Google NIST Baldrige Performance Excellence so you can get your copy of your core values, concepts, and the framework elements. I think that you will find this construct to be highly engaging for your organization, your leaders, your executives, and to be highly useful as you go about moving to higher and higher levels of performance and excellence across your organization. So again, we meld, much like the last conversation. Implementing performance excellence takes both right mindset and right action. And so we are looking at an assessment component and an uncovering the opportunity space to help us go further faster. In the assessment aspects, Baldrige Performance Excellence Framework has an organizational profile and other assessment mechanisms that allow you to see how you're doing as leaders, how you're doing as an organization, how are you doing across the various elements that you saw in the prior slide. So they want you to create a baseline. They want you to understand what level 5 is, if you will. If we were talking about this from a CMMI perspective, we would be speaking about how do we get you to the top of the pyramid, a level 5, and everything in between, right? So we want to understand where we're at currently so that we can move organizations, enterprise teams, and people forward in a very logical, methodical, prioritized manner to help you go further, faster. The other aspect of this is looking at the opportunity space, and that's really where the strategic framework comes to bear. Performance excellence incorporates your strategy, your strategic framework, and all of the tools that we've talked about in prior sessions. It's readily able to incorporate the innovation roadmap. It's readily able to incorporate intelligence, data, the ecosystem, competitive analysis, a competitive environment analysis, so that you can better understand where you're at, where you're trying to go, and where the strategic opportunities are. It's going to give you, hopefully, different perspectives, different lenses to look at excellence, and ultimately the levers that you can pull to help you go further, faster. The opportunity space, you'll see on your right an image that shows that Baldrige has been evolving for decades. And really what this means is that you now can consume information from the Excellence Baldrige Criteria program that you can put to work immediately. Again, it's quality oriented, it's innovation oriented, it's improvement oriented. It enhances your governance and overall heightens your quality, heightens your performance, and is inclusive of all areas of the organization. You cannot lose through utilization of this framework, through awareness, through engagement, through operationalizing this. And I invite you to explore more of the assessments across the 7 people, process, and technology areas to examine your core values, your culture, and the basic concepts, and look at what they have published to see how you might be able to mature your baseline that you're operating on. And then I invite you to look at the ways that you can invite your leaders, invite your staff, invite your workforce and executives to partake in an assessment and strategic action planning to help move your organization forward. Again, Performance excellence is a multi-dimensional approach. It's holistic in nature. We saw the 7 different elements, and we saw the basis, core values and concept that it's based upon. Again, you can lift and shift performance excellence to a solopreneur, to a small and medium-sized business, to a large business or a conglomerate. These frameworks, methodologies, elements, and concepts are readily understandable by each layer within your organization and enables a highly integrative approach to organizational performance management that results in delivery of ever improving value, right? And that's really what we want to do. We want to constantly shift our value proposition so that we're heightening it every day. And we're creating ongoing organizational success, not only for us, but the clients and customers and every single person across the organization. It is strategically aligned. You heard me talking about earlier how it melds, maps, and it is inclusive of your strategic framework. It's innovation and excellence driven, and it's results oriented. So if you have not had the chance to participate, harness, utilize, become aware, engaged with, operationalize performance excellence, I invite you to do that today. I think you'll find the results are astronomical. There are 3 ways to continue this conversation. If you felt you have gold, you got value, and you would really like to understand better how you can implement Baldrige or some of the other innovation related topics that we've talked about, especially around your strategy and operationalizing that, we have VIP workshops, coaching, consulting, because we want you and your business to thrive. I thank you today as the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies and the Success Strategist, where we think the 3 key to exponential success are clarity, alignment, and performance. And we want you to heighten, deepen, and rise to greater levels in your organization and your enterprise. I thank you. We close out our topic for tonight. We welcome you back next week for another Spotlight on Strategy session, episode 12.